The Dreadful End of Jealousy. Savannah, Georgia, USA. Year 2025. It was a cold and silent night in 2025. The streets of Savannah, Georgia were deserted. The Spanish moss hanging from the ancient oak trees swayed eerily in the breeze, and the air carried an unsettling weight. Inside an old graveyard on the outskirts of the city, a slim girl walked slowly, deliberately. In her hand was a red envelope, and on her face, an unsettling calm, as if she had made her final decision. This was Ariba. A girl scorched by love. She was madly in love with Williamson, a charming, cheerful, and popular young man. But his heart belonged to someone else. And that was something Ariba could never accept. "Love has ruined me, now I shall ruin love." She whispered these words to herself and placed the red envelope against the trunk of a large, ancient tree in the center of the graveyard. Only one word was written on the envelope: Williamson. She glanced around one last time. The wind howled louder, shadows danced between the graves, and Ariba disappeared into the darkness. But her dagger, her scent, and her vengeance remained. Obsession in love. Ariba came from a modest background. For her, Williamson was the man of her dreams. The first time she met him at university, something ignited within her. Williamson had always treated her kindly but only as a casual friend. However, to Ariba, even his casual attention felt like a declaration of love. Everything shattered for her the day she saw Williamson with the girl he truly loved. That moment pierced her like a dagger. Jealousy consumed her heart and soul. And that night, Ariba made a decision: if she couldn't have him, she would destroy everything that brought him happiness. The first victim, Williamson's best friend, was Alan. They were childhood buddies. Ariba created a fake social media account and started chatting with Alan. After a few days of engaging conversation, she invited him to meet her at the graveyard at 10 p.m., under the pretense of a secret and thrilling rendezvous. Alan arrived unsuspecting. As he entered the eerie graveyard and reached the central tree, Ariba, wearing a mask, attacked him. She stabbed him in the chest with a sharp dagger. There were no tears in her eyes, only peace. One after another the next morning, the police found Alan's body. But there were no leads, no phone records, no CCTV footage, no fingerprints. Ariba had left nothing behind. Next came the turn of Mark, then Thomas, Riley, George, Andrew, and Ben. Each was lured to the graveyard through different traps, and each was killed in the same chilling place. Every time, Ariba appeared in a new disguise. Sometimes in pink, sometimes veiled in black, sometimes with blue shades. Each murder sent a message: none of you understood me. Now you will? The police failed. Detective Rachel was leading the case. 7 victims, 1 location, similar murder style, but 0 evidence. The entire city was on edge. But Ariba was not done yet. The final move remained, the one she loved, the one who had unknowingly started it all, Williamson. The final letter. One night, Ariba left a red envelope at Williamson's doorstep. Inside was a letter: "I still love you. And that love turned me into something I never wanted to be. Tonight, come to the place where everything began." Williamson, puzzled but curious, went alone to the graveyard. Ariba was already waiting. She stood under the moonlight in a short white jacket, her hair flowing, her eyes glowing. Williamson didn't recognize her at first. She walked up to him, leaned close, and whispered, "You must go too. So that it all ends equally." And with that, she plunged the dagger into his heart. Ariba dropped the dagger and walked away silently. The next morning, the police arrived, found the blade, and finally, her fingerprints matched. 7 friends, 1 lover, and a girl who only wanted love but turned into death. Detective Rachel said, "This wasn't love. This was obsession. And obsession always destroys." Aribo was arrested but never spoke a word in court. She just kept smiling. In her eyes was the same calm she had on that night in the graveyard. The story didn't end there. Savannah's old cemetery remains the same. And some say, even today, at midnight, a girl with a dagger can be seen walking silently, searching for another Williamson. Thank you.